What a year 2023 has been for gaming, and if it wasn't exciting enough, we've got a new Mario game on the way. I know it's a 2D one, and right, come on, no, don't be like that. Don't be like that, because any Mario game is a cause for celebration. And look, some people even prefer the 2D ones. Oh Jesus, who let them in? But no, look, to be fair, Mario Wonder promises to take the 2D formula and flip it on its head, creating potentially the most original Mario game in years. So, I tell you what, in preparation for a new two-dimensional adventure with gaming's favourite tradesperson, here's 7 things you need to know about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. When it came to Super Mario Wonder, there were 2 main goals the development team wanted to achieve. 1, freedom of choice for the player, and 2, for the world to be packed with secrets. And that second goal was very much inspired by the first Super Mario Bros. Because when you think about it, those famous Mario tropes that we all know and love now were originally surprising secrets. Like, you hit this box, a mushroom comes out, what's it going to do? Is it a bad guy? Should I avoid it? Oh, look at that! It's just made Mario much more popular on Tinder. What happens if I press down on one of those green pipes that I constantly have to jump over? Oh wow, look! I'm in an underground lair filled with coins. Is this Jeff Bezos' basement? So in approaching the idea of new surprises, that's where the team came up with Wonder Flowers. Special pickups that drastically change the game and introduce that much sought after sense of surprise, because you have no idea what's going to happen when you pick one up. It might cause the level's pipes to come to life and chase you. It might create a random stampede of enemies. It might cause you to become like a little Goomba that has to shuffle through the rest of the level. Look at that wee guy. It might change the perspective of the world, and now you've got to play it like a top-down dungeon crawler. It might even just shove you into space like you've been kicked off your Virgin Galactic flight. Don't worry though, these effects aren't forever. All you've got to do is find a Wonder Seed and the world returns to normal. If we're getting a new Mario game, there's one thing you can always count on, and that's new power-ups that the internet will become obsessed with. And we've all fallen in love with the much publicised elephant power-up, but what does that actually mean for gameplay? Well, you can take advantage of your new trunk to attack enemies, but did you know it can also store water? Yeah? And then you can use that to do stuff like, feed these plants, which then grow and create a vine that you can climb to access a secret area. See? Very smart. As well as that, there's the new bubble power-up that lets Mario attack foes that were previously impervious. It also allows you though to create bouncing bubble platforms that let you reach areas that you couldn't normally get to, so it kind of changes how you're approaching the platforming as well. And last but not least, there's a new drill power-up that allows Mario to cause devastation with his forehead. As well as that, the player can drill below ground to reach new areas, or even sneakily sneak past groups of enemies, and you can even do that on the ceiling too. Madness. It also means, if you hire him to unblock your toilet, he can also make a head start on some landscaping for you too, so, he's a man of many talents, Mario. As well as Wonder Flowers and power-ups, the other big gameplay development is the new badge system, which allows players to equip their character with a number of unique skills. There's the parachute cap badge, which helps slow your falls like a wee parachute, very cute. There's the safety bounce badge, which saves your bacon if you fall into one of the game's deadly traps. And if you can't afford to buy both Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2, then there's also the grapple and dine badge, which allows you to zip around from platform to platform. These are just a number of the numerous badges that are out there in this game for you to find or earn in challenges or even purchase throughout the game. And the only catch is, you're only allowed to equip one per level, but if you die, you can quickly switch to another badge if you think that could be of more use to you. What is Mario if he doesn't have enemies to jump on? So, as well as a host of returning favourites, Mario Wonder is introducing us to some new soul fodder. First up, we have the Hoppy Cats, which is just a beautiful bit of wordplay there. And what they do is they jump whenever you do, making it kind of hard to get past them. It's basically the Mario enemy equivalent of when your sibling would copy you. Do you know what I mean? When you'd say to them, stop copying me, and then they'd go, stop copying me, but in like a really shrill, annoying voice. Then we have a new version of the much loved or hated piranha plant, but this time it's been crossbred in some horrific genetic experiment with a watermelon, and it fires seeds at you whenever you pass. Corn darts fire themselves in your direction whenever they detect your presence, stabbing their sharp beaks into whatever gets in the way. Mumsies are mummy-like enemies that can be undressed to death. And these guys are called momos, and they've got these large gaping mouths that have to be avoided before you get devoured. And fun fact, in Scotland we actually call our mothers our moz, and they have to be avoided in much the same way. An exciting new addition to Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the chance to choose from a more expanded roster of playable characters. So you can choose between Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, a whole host of Yoshis, one of two Toads, Toadette and Nabbit, returning from his introduction in New Super Mario Bros. U. For younger players or just folk looking for an easier experience, neither Yoshi or Nabbit can take any damage, but as a trade-off, they're also not allowed to use any of the power-ups in Mario Wonder, so there you go, swings and roundabouts. Sorry kids, that's life, or as the gamers say, get good. Is it pronounced good? It is? Alright, okay. Also, if you've got 3 friends, then you can take advantage of the 4-player local co-op, firing through stages as a team. If you're playing as Yoshi, you can even offer your fellow players the ability to carry them round on your back. But if you wish to charge Uber rates for this service, then you'll have to sort that out with the game and in your own time. It's sadly not a service that's offered in-game. If you die in multiplayer though, you'll become a wee ghost, which, while very triggering for Luigi, is very cute. And it also offers other players the chance to race to your rescue, because if they touch your wee ghost before this timer runs out, it instantly brings you back to life. Nice wee mechanic there. There's even the opportunity to see the shadows of other players online who are playing through the same level as you are in single player. Just kind of like Dark Souls, but hopefully without all the amazing chest ahead messages that would not be appropriate here, or anywhere, if we're honest. Another thing to note about Mario Wonder is that the iconic voice of Mario, as well as Luigi, Wario and Waluigi, Charles Martinet. Thank you. Charles Martinet, the iconic voice of everyone's favourite plumber, decided earlier this year to step down from his iconic role and into a new one, announcing to the world, and this is a direct quote, "I'm stepping into a new role as the Mario Ambassador. Wahoo." While no one is entirely sure what the Mario Ambassador role will consist of, I'd hazard a guess and say it basically means he's the new Italian president. What's more interesting though is that Doug Bowser, head of Nintendo America, says the company aren't going to formally announce who's taking over the role of Mario in Super Mario Wonder. Instead, they're going to leave it as a surprise for fans to discover when they reach the game's end credits, which can only mean one thing. It's Chris Evans. I got you, didn't I? I totally got you. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is out on October 20th of this year, up against Spider-Man 2. It's priced at £49.99 and $59.99. And knowing Nintendo, you can bet your house on the fact that it's never going to go on sale, and even in about 100 years time, it'll still cost the same price. But you know what? Fair play, because Nintendo make magic, and magic is expensive. So there you go, 7 things you may or may not have known about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's out on October 20th, so still a while to wait yet, but in the meantime, why not check out some of the other great stuff we've got on the FGS channel? Go on, treat yourself.